I need to cut this cardboard in order to stick it to this mask, because this mask is going to be going over my head, and then I'm going to build up the jaw using thin cardboard, and then I'll thicken it up with some thick cardboard, and then I'll probably add foam for like more details and stuffing for the when I need like a lot of cardboard, but I don't want to use a lot of cardboard. So right now I'm just cutting this to hope that it does something. Altogether, this supplies was around $200. I did gather it over like a long period of time though, because I don't exactly I'm not gonna go out of my way and spend $200 all at once. That's, I feel like, a lot of money to be spending for something like that. So like I said before, I'm going to attach some of this cardboard onto this mask to get the main structure of the face part of the cosplay. So from here, I'm going to trace out some lining going around this cardboard. So let me do that. I need to get a pencil. Okay, so, oh, I don't want my fabric to fall. So I'm thinking for the lining of this, I'm going to kind of just make a circle around this area because I want to add more structure to the back part. So I'm going to kind of come around here like so I can add the ears part of the cosplay. And then I'll just kind of cut it off right here. You can't see it very well. I can though. It's pretty much just a half circle right now. And then I'll use some of the scrap parts of the cardboard for later. In my opinion, I think probably thin cardboard's the best to start out with, because it's the easiest one to cut. Although it is kind of a pain because it's so wobbly, so it's good for things like wings if you can't find like really thin foam. Because I feel like it definitely has some wobble, like, while still keeping it structured very well. So, yeah. Hi, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I am making a cosplay right now. So, to make the back part of this, I'm going to attach this circular section onto it like this. This is a commissioned, it's a commissioned cosplay, so that's the fun part of this, is that I have to worry. I'm really excited though. They did give me a reference image. I won't be showing it online though because it's like not my image to share, but you'll see it kind of come together. I do want to leave like a gap in between the cardboard in this section because there doesn't need to be support there for the ears, and so I'm not going to use cardboard for that, because I can use these tiny sections for more detailed fur or like in the wig part, which I don't have the wig on me currently. What am I making? I'm making a cosplay for someone, so someone's like personal OC. It's not my first time making one for this person, but it is my first time that they're going to a competition wearing it. It's not a cosplay competition. It's one where you show it off. It's more like you're showing off your designs, I believe, not the actual making of it, and it's staying pretty true to the design. So now I'm literally just gonna flip these inside out, so it's going to attach to the bottom of the mask part. And this is super sturdy, but I'll probably add like 2 more on the back just to make sure it stays. Oh, I need to get some glue. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all the glue to come down. And then I'm gonna glue just like the sides right here. If the glue wants to come out. I don't know, maybe I'll let it sit upside down for a second because there's still a lot more cardboard I need to cut out and some of the foam parts. So I need to make this part a circle because I want some of it, the mask is gonna like cover the face and it's coming behind and up, but it's gonna trail down the neck a little bit too so it can connect underneath the suit part of their cosplay. There we go. You know, I'm running out of glue. It's very sad. I just bought 2 gallons of glue and I'm already running out. I believe that this is their fursona, but I don't know what a fursona for a Therian is. If anyone would like to tell me what that is down below. What sort of mask is it using? This is like a $5 mask I found at a Halloween store. You could probably just buy it online. It was definitely a cheaper option, but I feel like it's really sturdy. It's not going to break easily. And on top of that, I'm reinforcing it, so. It does look like a Phantom of the Opera mask. I think it's the same concept because it's just like a masquerade mask. I don't know where my scissors went. There they are. I'm just going to cut the tip a little bit more. There we go. What is the mask for and why? I'm making someone's custom OC that they're going to go and like show off at a con. It's just a mask for that. It is like their Therian mask. I've made them like masks before for their cosplays when they go to cons and stuff. I'm just trying to get the glue out, and it's very sad because it doesn't want to come out. They can't really do it themselves because they are immobilized of sorts. They have special needs. They're higher on the spectrum, so they can't be trusted with things like scissors and any sharp things, so they ask me to make them stuff, and I do because we've been friends for a while and it's not something they can do themselves, so I don't mind doing it. I get paid for it, so. The glue is still not coming out, and I'm very sad about it. Like I said earlier, I just bought 2 gallons of glue, and 4 weeks ago, I want to say, so a month ago. And it's almost empty. So if you haven't been following, I'm pretty much gluing this piece in like this to make support for the ears. And then this part is going to kind of come around from the back and to the bottom. But my glue is choosing not to work. So I'm going to go get some other glue. Ta-da, more glue. There we go. This should work a lot better now. Okay. I would normally use hot glue, but it doesn't necessarily need to be strong because it's going to be reinforced from the bottom. So I'm just going to use normal glue to save hot glue for later. Oops. Oh, it might need hot glue. I might have lied. I think it's gonna need hot glue. I didn't sand down this part yet. So, sorry, the napkins are right there. And I've got my hot glue just in this drawer. It's very old, it's very sad, but it works. So. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit, and I'm also gonna plug in my wood burner because I have some extra wood pieces I want to cut out, and it's just gonna make the wood burner is gonna make it a lot easier to break it. Have I ever tried to braid my hair? Yes, I have tried to braid my hair before. I've done it many times. It kind of gives me a headache, so I don't braid it a lot. Nothing's staying up. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that doesn't burn. Okay. So the mask, it's gonna be connected to this, which I do need to sand down just to make sure everything can stick. There we go. Because if you can see, it's like already kind of just roughing it up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now that this is kind of all roughed up is I still need to attach it like this to the mask to be support for the ears. So it's on low heat. I'm gonna switch this to high heat for a second. I do want to get out these tassels I got for the outfit part of it because my character is based off of, I don't know if you've ever seen like Happy Marriage. The main love interest, the outfit's based off of his outfit. So I just need to cut like the little shoulder tassels that are gonna go around his military uniform. And I'll also be embroidering some golden stars. I think it's 3 on each shoulder. Please don't tell me you're due furry. It's an animal. It's like a hybrid, I guess. I don't know. They're not a furry. It's this, their OC has ears and a tail, but it's not an animal. Like I said, this also isn't mine, but I do not have a problem with furries. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and glue this on now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the sides and the top using this hot glue. Well, technically just one side so far. Just to ensure that I can get both of the sides equally. Oh, I'm going to put that there and hope it doesn't fall. Then it's just going to glue on like so to give it support. I got some hot glue on me. I like this hot glue gun. It is a super bonder. Even when you touch the hot glue, like when it's hot, it doesn't burn you, in my opinion. So that is super nice. Now I'm going to hot glue down the other side. I use more hot glue than necessary just to make sure I don't miss any of the hot glue bits that I need. So you can see some of it kind of coming up into here, but that's okay because it's all going to be hidden in the end. You can see this is slanted backwards, and that's because I'm going to make the ears rotate. Kind of like owl ears a little bit. There's this string, like fishing string that you're going to use, and they're going to make the ears rotate. Kind of like Twisted cosplays. I'm going to put this back over here. Okay. So now I've kind of got this base, and you can tell this is probably not going to sit on the head. So now I kind of cut around the base, leaving probably an inch just like on the top. But also the strings, they're going to be moved down a little bit more because I want more support below the head, so it kind of comes down here instead of up. And I want to show you guys kind of some of the fur color I'll be adding. I've got this fur right here, about 3 yards of it, and then I've got this tail belt that they'll be using. You can see it's got some brown in it, but it's actually it's a tail that can move on its own, which I think is so cool. So that is for the cosplay, and now there's fake fur everywhere. So like I said, I'm gonna just kind of quickly measure out where I want to cut it from using this pencil. And then I'll just cut from there. Oh no, the glue's coming up. I'll need to reglue that. I should have done this before, but I like doing it better on the face, even if I need to reglue it, just because then I can really get the measurements better. So I'll probably just take it off since it's pretty much coming off itself. Okay. I'm just gonna rip this off so the hot glue can just have this part stick onto again. And then I think I'll be done with the top for now. But yeah, I'm going to probably glue it on to the cardboard this time to ensure it sticks. Maybe I'll do it, no. I'll do it this way. I know what I'm doing, I promise. So now that it's thinner, it's also a lot more malleable, so I can like bend a lot better, which is super helpful because I kind of want it to curve into these shapes. But like I said at the very beginning of the stream, if there's a hole, I don't really care because it's all kind of getting covered up anyways. So, I touched the hot glue. I need like little clips that it can just like hold on to. But I don't have any, so oh well. At least not on me right now. Probably have some in the back, which I should get out at some point. And then I'm just going to kind of hot glue this down a little bit more just to ensure that it stays, because I do not want this to pop off while someone is wearing it. So the character is loosely based off of like a dog, though it does get a little bit more into mythology, I guess, is probably the best way to say it. There, and if you look right now, you can see it's like molded onto there. So I just need to hold this bit down a little bit longer. And the rest of it is actually looking really good right now. I will also probably use my wood burner to carve some details into the mask itself. Okay, I'm gonna use my wood burner now. Oops. And what I'm gonna do is I'll be carving different details into the mask just so I can outline where I want certain things, like the nose and the different details that their character is going to have. So for instance, there's going to be 3 circles above the eyes, 2 circles along the nose, and then just some lines coming off the cheeks. So like I said, I do need to use a wood burner for this. And so I've got to be super careful. And it's just gonna not burn, question mark. Hello? I just got this wood burner, I promise it's not broken. Okay, I'm gonna give this a second more to heat up. And until then, you can kind of see the lines where the hot glue is. And I just really want to make sure that this is stable enough that someone can wear it. So I'm going to fill in some of these holes with hot glue. Try not to burn myself, but you know, hot glue oftentimes has other plans. And once I'm all done with the hot glue, I will sand down the extra hot glue. Oh, that was still hot, my bad. Just to make sure that the paint can be applied smoothly. So this is what we have so far. The base for the ears. And you can see how it kind of curves around. This character, I finally figured out what this character reminds me of. Definitely a hell of a boss character, because it is like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Because like I said, it is going to have owl-like ears, but it's also got a lot of features of a dog in it, so I think... Okay, my wood burner is heating up, so I'll be able to carve the details into the face. I kind of want to get started on this bottom part now, or I guess it's it's gonna go on the top first because I want it to be slanted upwards so the ears have something to kind of lean back against so the ears can move. So what I'm going to do first is I will sand down this part to ensure everything can stick just like I did to this bottom part right there. Okay, now I've kind of got this all done, and you can see I've got blue all over my fingers now. But now I'll be able to glue this kind of up, like I've already said. Although I do want to start by taking a small chunk of it off and gluing it onto here so it can bend into like kind of that middle part. So that is what I'll do right now. I think I want it facing the bottom so it's easier to glue out. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a pencil and take the measurements. Not really the measurements, just where things meet up. So if I look here, I can place it down, like so, and this just go from side to side. And I've cut out, or I've drawn out exactly where I want the line. So now I'm gonna kind of just curve with the line. And that's what I'll have to do with a lot of the pieces in order to make sure that they can all bend and curve with it. So now I'm gonna get my wood burner. So I believe it's heated up enough. Yeah, it's pretty hot. And I'm going to try and now burn the details in. It kind of smells like a campfire, the wood burner does. And these are just super small holes. So you can kind of see that hole right there. It's just that brown spot. And it just needs to be big enough that I can kind of pierce through it. Like so. And since this is paper, it does kind of burn through, so you have to be super careful. There, and I've got like the perfect first little hole. I am gonna wait another, just like a little bit because it's not entirely heated up, and I'm not sure if I want to do this process before or after. So I'll probably actually unplug this because I have like 3 things plugged in that are all safety hazards, so I kind of don't need that. There, I just put that on the floor. Hopefully I don't knock it over. But you can definitely see that hole better now. And that's a pretty deep hole too. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's pretty deep. So I just want to bend this in so it kind of goes up from here, like so. So using my amazing bending powers, I'm just going to bend this into shape. The best part about this is just being able to kind of break that cardboard, and it doesn't necessarily need to look smooth because like I've said before, I'm covering a lot of this in fur and in foam. So Okay, I have broken up most of this cardboard. Now it's super bendy, super flexible. And again, cardboard side up. I'm just going to shape it onto this. I'll probably, yeah, I need to shape it onto this so it goes more up, because it will be at like a diagonal. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, but I think I figured it out. Too bad this isn't like sewing and you can't safety pin it. God forbid. Okay. I think I have it where I want it. So now I'm going to get this hot glue and just get like a lot of this bottom part. I need a second hot glue gun stick. No, this is going terribly. No, I don't even know where my hot glue gun sticks are. Oh, it's over here in this pocket. I have like 6 drawers and I still can't figure out where anything is, so that doesn't tell you something. Okay. So now using this, I just need to like kind of push it onto where I want it. Ooh, and try not to burn myself. Which I feel like I've already failed at, but oh well, whatever. And then I want it to stick to the sides like so. Oh yeah, it's doing exactly what I want it to. Owie. I just burned myself. Okay. It's sticking really well. I did not expect it to stick this well. You can see it dip, like you can see where it dips down, and it dips down where I want it to dip down, so everything was going perfectly. I just kind of want to touch up the bottom by ripping out a lot of this hot glue that isn't being used. Okay. And you can see, just, it doesn't really go up yet because, God forbid, I tried to make that happen with hot glue. But I'll kind of bend it up so the next layer can go a little bit more up. Okay, so now I'm going to get the other half of this circle that's been sanded down already. And I kind of want to probably cut off another strip because strips just seem to work the best. There we go. Gotta break the strip. Like so. I'm thinking about how I want to do this. I did not cut this strip out very well, but oh well, what you gonna do? I don't even think I'll be able to use this strip, actually. I do want to keep, do I want to cut out that part like that, because it's unnecessary, so it leaves like a much sharper line. And then if I can just break this and somehow figure out how to bend it on. I don't think I'll be able to, but it's fine. It'll all be covered up. So now I want to, which part do I want to do now? I guess I could finish up on the details. I'll bring you over here then. Ta-da! Change of scenery. Okay, so I think what I want to do is one, probably just kind of reinforce the inside again, because I really want the inside to stay if it's not obvious. And I'll get my wood burner in like 5 minutes to finish doing these dots all along where the eyebrow normally would be. I think right now I want to work on the movable ears. I also want to make them removable. I don't know how I'm going to do that quite yet. I have like chains, velcros, buttons, all of that. Not sure which one will hold best and be easy to take off. So I'll have to think about that. But for right now, I'm actually really proud of this, and I like that it dives in. Yeah. So in order to build the muzzle out, I think I need to be from the front now and build it out from the sides. So it pretty much just needs to come down more. Kind of like a sock. I don't know if that makes sense, but I need to break this cardboard. I don't know if you've ever done that, just like broken cardboard, but that's exactly what I'm doing. Just to make it more flexible, because when you break cardboard, it goes from stiff to like much more flexible. Like you can kind of already tell where I've broken it versus where I haven't. So I need to do that with this whole piece of cardboard. And then I will move on to adding the muzzle part. This part takes a long time and it hurts my fingers. Okay, I am calling that good enough because I'm bored. So yep, we're going to use this part, make the nose kind of extend. I kind of need to cover this nose part though, because I don't want the nose to be going down. I want it to kind of come out more like this. This is like actually the perfect size too. I did not mean to do that, but I did do that, so. Yeah, I'm going to get a piece of cardboard and measure out where I want like the base of it to be, so it's the flat part on the top, and then versus where I want it to curve in on the sides. I don't think it's going to be too hard because this is like a smaller mask and it's a smaller dog breed, so you know. Although it does only hit right here, so I'll need to either build up with foam or more cardboard the sides because it's not going to stay with almost nothing connecting. So I'm thinking for the muzzle flat part, I might make it like 3 fingers wide. I feel like that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna make it 3 fingers, and then the rest of it can kind of flap down. Now I will need to cut this and kind of just re-glue it all together and stuff because it's not going to bend the way I want it to right now. There we go. That's not really 3 fingers anymore, is it? Yeah, it's 3 fingers. It's a little bit smaller, but oh well. And now with this piece of cardboard, I'm just gonna bend it again so I can get extra bendiness. Because this is like a pretty big part of the cardboard, so it's harder to bend. Okay. Now I'm going to attach it. I'm still kind of trying to figure out where I want to attach it, because I want it to slope down, so probably like right there, so I can still build up kind of right there the slope. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I'll probably make a mark of where I want it using pencil. So I'm using the video as a camera, or as a, of course I'm using it as a camera. I'm using the video as a mirror so I can see where I want it. Okay, I think right there is good. Okay, so I'm now gonna mark it. Just a rough marking. It's a really rough marking, but it's gonna make this next part a lot easier, where I reattach these small parts and have them come down from the sides to help form the muzzle. Now, I don't own any dogs. I don't hate dogs. I've just never had a pet dog. I feel like most of the dogs that I've met are untrained, slobbering, and stinky, and like jump on me. So I don't know a lot about dogs, if it isn't obvious. I don't have a picture of a dog either, so I'm kind of going off the snout of memory, but it's fine because it's like a hell of a boss mythical idea, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm thinking for this snout, I could just layer it, curve it down. Ooh, I do not know what a dog snout looks like. The moment of realization, I fear. Okay, I'm going to hot glue. Ah, it's dripping everywhere. My hot glue is. You're like, what's dripping everywhere? It's my hot glue. Okay, so I'm going to hot glue this on. Sorry, I cannot multitask if it's not obvious. Ooh, yeah, okay. Okay, it's really hot. It's burning me. It's fine though. It's all for cosplay. Don't even need to worry. I do not know how professional cosplayers do it. Ugh, I've got hot glue all over my fingers. It's like cooled down now because I burnt myself, but yeah. There's about 15 minutes left on this stream. I'm only doing it for like an hour. So, yeah. Okay, I've got this is the inside, and what I want to do is like curve this down, and then I need to do this on the other side. Oh, and there almost went my hot glue gun. I need to break this side though. Again, I hate doing this part of the cardboard. Too bad hot glue stands like make it point down, because then all the hot glue just like drips. You should make it point up so the hot glue doesn't drip. But I guess the stick would come out. I don't know how that would work. Okay. Now that this piece is all kind of broken and crumpled, I literally just need to do this on the other side. So I'm gonna get the hot glue and I'm gonna taper it to make the dog, the nose of the dog. You can see how hot the hot glue is. I don't know if I should be scared by that or not. Like that, it's kind of hot. Okay. Ah, almost burnt myself again. Oopsies. So I just need to hold this together. Like so. just like I did on the other side. And then I'll kind of cut it and shape it and stuff, but just getting these two pieces together is good enough. Okay. Ugh, it is stuck on me, I fear. It's burned right through my skin. Oopsies. Oopsie poopsie. Okay, so if I can get any of this off of me, now what I want to do is I want to kind of just shape it, because you can see it's not giving dog right now. I fear it's not giving dog. So I just need to, I think, shape it in, honestly, because that's like a pretty convincing snout, right? I think it is. You don't have to think it is. Yeah, I like this. I really like this. Okay, now I want to build up some more cardboard so it can come up and help support the nose. So I'm gonna get, where are my scissors? Here they are. I'm gonna cut just a little square, and I need to sand it down though so glue will stick to it. You don't need to see this, it's just sanding. Okay. Got blue all over me again. So now what I'm gonna do, because I know where the nose is going for the muzzle part, I just need to build up the supports on the sides. So using this cardboard, I need to break the cardboard again. Oh, I hate doing this. I wish there was a machine that, a not expensive machine that would break the cardboard for me. Like, let me rephrase this. Okay. I know, the lighting is kind of trash, but that's okay. Big yawn. Okay. So now it's nice and flexible. I show as it's not being flexible. Okay, well, that's being very mean now. I'm gonna just start by cutting off bigger chunks, and then I'll just kind of have to see from there, because I don't want to cut a really small chunk if it needs a bigger chunk. Ooh, I'd have no clue how to make the supports, if I'm being completely honest. I'm gonna have to kind of go with it, I guess. Make a smaller triangle, maybe? Because right now, I need to make like supports that kind of come up. And okay, you can't see on my side. That kind of come up and down like that. It's actually a perfect support. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Now it decides to work. Okay. Putting this right on the mask and hoping it works, because I just put it right on the mask, so I hope it does. I would hope it does. And then from there I can cut it down and just completely rip it off if it doesn't work the way I want it to. Not too worried about that though. That is not a bug or a piece of dirt or anything. That is something I made with my wood burner. Like, don't even question it. Okay, it's kind of shitty, but I guess that's just how things are gonna have to be. Okay, and then I want to build up support on the support using hot glue, because I don't want my support to fall off anytime soon. So using big globs of hot glue, I'm just gonna kind of build up the sides. And then I'm gonna, it fell completely. Oh, I'm so sad. No, it's like, it's not working. It's because it melted the hot glue that it was stuck to. I'm just gonna have to sit here and hold it. I guess it's really hot underneath. I'm not flipping you off, by the way, I promise. I'm just using my middle finger. Ow. Oh, it's because it's burning me. That explains why it's so hot. Okay, so I just have to kind of sit here and let this do whatever it's gonna do. How was all y'all's day, huh? Mine was good. I didn't have work today, so that was nice. Okay, I'm scared to leave it after its history, but I think I'm just gonna have to. So now I'm gonna get, yeah, this needs to be cut down a lot. Okay, there we go. I cut it down a lot, like I said I was going to, because it just needs to fill up like these holes on the side. I just kind of want that to be the gap, like the little bridge thing for the holes. So, not to fear. Don't even fear. I'm hacking at this cardboard. My scissors aren't dull. This cardboard's just being a pain in my butt. Okay, I'm thinking... There we go. This is the hard part. Okay. I'm thinking, what do I want to do here? Because I want it to line up with that. So it still needs to be cut down a little bit more on the sides. And I mean just a little bit more, like not even that much. I've cut too much, I think, but I can always add more with hot glue. It's fine. Oh, I still haven't cut enough, actually. I'm being a big fat liar. So I'm going to cut this down. It does need to be taller on the bottom. So I actually kind of like that height. Ooh, or do I? I don't think I do anymore. I don't know how to feel about this. I might create like a cut to kind of make it slot in and then hot glue it. Oh, that's smart. Wait, okay, I'm either gonna ruin this or it's going to look amazing. So let me just like get my pencil and make this cute like little divot right there. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to kind of just cut a tiny little bit in there. There we go. Maybe I'll kind of cut it into like a bit of a triangle so it can fit a little bit better. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Ooh, I cut too deep. I didn't think I did, but I guess I did. This also makes it a lot more bendable, which is nice. Malleable, I guess. I don't know what the correct term for that would be. Okay, this is about to determine its position forever. So, I guess I just kind of have to get that on there. And hope for the best. Yes, always add more hot glue than you think you need. Not saying that you need more hot glue, it's just, it helps. Not as if I've been doing this for a super long time, but In my opinion, it helps. You can't see the side I can, and I'm too scared to turn this around, so I'll show you when it dries. Also, 5 more minutes until the stream ends, so stick around for 5 minutes, please. Okay, I'm scared to let this go. Oh, I'm scared, puppy, I'm scared. You can kind of see a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like this. And then I'm literally gonna go in with hot glue and kind of just put this all down and ensure it stays in place and stuff, because it's falling. I forget when you add hot glue to already dry hot glue, that dry hot glue melts. Should really have done this one section at a time, but oh well, it's too late now. It's too late to go back. Let me push my glasses up. There we go. It's only 5. I promise. I kind of want to just stick my finger in there to... now my finger hurts. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, it's kind of sticking a little bit better now. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more hot glue because it's still not doing what I want it to do. I'm just gonna have to sit here and like push it down to make it do what I want it to. I already used up 2 hot glue sticks. I've only been using the hot glue gun for like 20 minutes. Oh well. It's a shame. I burned myself and I'm not quite sure with what. Okay, so I'm just trying to get this part hot glued down, and then I'll center this up in a minute, because the center is completely off-centered right now. I'll fix it in a minute, pretty much is what I'm saying. Once this slit can dry. It's too hot for my fingers. Too bad hot glue doesn't dry quicker. Not me like literally almost drowning at all. Okay, I think I'm gonna come back to this in like an hour or so. I don't know, maybe I won't even come back to it today, but I don't think I can work on this until it's fully dried, and there's nothing else for me to work on, and I still need to make dinner. So thanks everyone for watching my stream. I had a lot of fun. You can tell I wasn't fully prepared. I was originally gonna make a video and edit this and stuff because I'm not really good at on-spot things like streams. But I wanted to have a little bit of fun, and I didn't really want to edit a video, so I did this format instead. I feel like it's my first long-term video in like 2 years, I want to say. It's not even a video, it's a live stream. Thanks for everyone who liked and has supported this video. And I am not a furry. Bye.